And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video, as always, going to be going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. We have got a massive injury update ahead of the cup final. We got some shock Darwin Nunez news, whilst also going through our opponents in the Europa League last 16. Let's start with that, of course. The draw has just been done. Liverpool, of course, going to be taking on Sparta Prague in the Europa League. A fairly tough test for Liverpool when it comes to the teams that could have been put out there for the Reds. However, certainly a doable tie. Now, look, Sparta Prague are a side that are pretty good in their at home, playing in their stadium. They've been absolutely fantastic. So far do sit top of the Czech Republican League, currently 4 points ahead of their city rivals and title contenders Slavia Prague. In their Europa League group, they did have a group of Aris Limassol, Real Betis and Glasgow Rangers. Of course, Rangers winning the group and Sparta Prague finishing second. But in the round of 32, they did take on Galatasaray. They did, I believe, win that. Well, they won that game 6-4 on aggregate and sealed their fate, obviously beating them last night 4-1 at their home stadium. So pretty ruthless there. But Sparta Prague are Liverpool's opponents in the Europa League. So yeah, a tough test, but certainly not the hardest that could have been there, and certainly one that Liverpool fans will feel that they can get over the line most certainly. Here as follows is the full round of 16 draw. Sparta Prague versus Liverpool, Marseille versus Villarreal, Roma versus Brighton, Benfica versus Rangers, Freiburg versus West Ham United, Sporting Lisbon versus Atalanta, AC Milan versus Slavia Prague, and then Karabag versus Bayer Leverkusen. So some tasty ties there, but certainly on a Liverpool's perspective, a tie that they'll feel that they can navigate and get to the next round of the competition. This is a competition that Liverpool are in it to win it. However, the next that can be parked up for another, I think, fortnight, another 2 weeks until that actually starts to kick off again, which I'm very much looking forward to. However, there is another cup competition taking place this weekend. Yes, it is the Carabao Cup final as Liverpool do take on Chelsea, and Pep Lijnders has added to Liverpool's injury rows, revealing that Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Curtis Jones face another month out of action. There was hopes that Alexander-Arnold and Jones's spells out wouldn't be too long. However, unfortunately, the Reds assistant manager delivered bad news. Lijnders said that Alisson had a muscle injury, Trent an LCL, Jota a medial ligament, MCL Curtis has a high ankle sprain. They will be longer out. He then revealed the kind of time frame in which we can expect them back, adding Curtis is probably the first one to come back around the international break. All the others will be after the international break. As Lijnders mentioned, Alisson is out with a hamstring injury picked up in training ahead of Saturday's 4-1 win at Brentford, while Jones sustained a high ankle sprain during that game. Alexander-Arnold, meanwhile, was battling with a reoccurrence of a knee injury that had previously kept him out for 3 weeks. Jota is expected to be out for longer, suffering an MCL injury versus Brentford. These injuries mean that they will all miss Liverpool's crucial Premier League match against Manchester City, which falls on March 10th, just 3 days after our Europa League last 16 first leg against Sparta Prague. These setbacks, of course, also rule them out for this weekend's League Cup final versus Chelsea, and the assistant manager also gave an update on players who are closer to a return. Dom, Darwin and Mo, we have to really see. We have 2 more days, Lijnders added. So today's session and tomorrow's session, we'll check if they can be there. Would be great, to be honest. Joel Matip, Stefan Bajcetic, Ben Doak and Thiago are also out. So not the news we wanted to hear as a fan base, obviously coming up with these crucial Premier League games, with all the games coming thick and fast within the Europa League as well, other competitions, and especially this final that is coming up this weekend. It's not the greatest news to hear. However, look, we just got to all bound together, get together and hope, of course, Dom, Mo and Darwin will be back and add to us as a boost. As stated, there's still a couple of days to go until we find out their fate. As for the others, we just gotta get on with it. There's nothing we can do at this moment in time, and we just need to stick through it and get through it as a team and try and make sure that we win those matches that are up and coming. Now, whilst Darwin Nunez may be touch and go for the final, there has been a bit of a shock bit of news with regards to him. Yes, Chelsea's scattergun hunt for a new number 9 saw them an inquiry for Darwin Nunez, which Liverpool swiftly rejected as he remains a key player at Anfield. Since his arrival on Merseyside for a club record fee, Nunez has garnered more scrutiny from rival fans and the media than almost any other player. But the Uruguayan has been and continues to be an unbridled success, with 28 goals and 15 assists in 79 games so far, averaging a goal contribution every 105 minutes. This season, Nunez is averaging a goal or assist every 89.5 minutes, while all across the Premier League, no player is averaging more shots on target per 90 than his 2.15. He still attracts criticism from his misses, but Nunez is an indispensable player for Jurgen Klopp and it will likely be his successor. That did not stop Chelsea testing Liverpool's stance on their number 9 last summer. However, according to the Times' Paul Joyce reports that Nunez was subject of an inquiry from Stamford Bridge as a part of the renovation work led by new owner Todd Bowley, which was promptly turned down. This came amid speculation within the football industry that Liverpool would cut their losses with Nunez, including claims of a possible loan swap deal for João Felix. Chelsea's co-sporting director Paul Winstanley was encouraged by this gossip to contact Liverpool over a possible deal, which speaks volume of the club's transfer strategy. Since their takeover in 2022, Chelsea have looked to play real-life football manager with ridiculous transfer fees and longer than usual contracts, seemingly with the little joined-up thinking. It led the Blues to beat Liverpool to the signings of Moises Caicedo and Romeo Lavia, though neither has paid off so far. The prospect of Nunez playing for the London club is a strange one, particularly as it would have gone against Klopp's commitment to developing players. While the 24-year-old endured a frustrating first season in England at times, he has continued to show why he is considered one of the best attacking talents in Europe. This season, only Mohamed Salah with 19 goals, 10 assists has directly contributed to more goals for Liverpool than Nunez, with 13 goals and 11 assists, with no Liverpool player creating more. Chelsea went on to sign Nicholas Jackson for a fee of around £30 million, with the Senegal striker signing an 8-year deal to accompany the arrival of Christopher Nkunku. Now, that did come as shock news. I didn't ever hear that. It was kept very hush-hush with regards to Darwin Nunez. But yeah, very, very interesting one. And as stated, Liverpool fans would state, hands off. He's a very integral and important part to this team. And here's hoping, fingers crossed, he's going to be fit and available, ready to go for the League Cup final against Chelsea. But Liverpool fans, that's all I've got for you today. Do let me know your thoughts on the draw against Sparta Prague. Let me know your thoughts on the injury update ahead of the Cup final. And let me know your thoughts on the shock news with regards to Darwin Nunez, as stated in the comment section below. Let me know your score predictions for the Chelsea game. Will we win the cup? Yes or no? Again, let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.